In a shocking revelation, the US Justice Department has accused a senior government official of plotting the assassination of Sikh for Justice chief and separatist leader Gurpatwant Singh Pannun in New York City in May. According to the indictment filed in a federal court in Manhattan, it is alleged that the government servant who is responsible for intelligence, referred to as CC1, recruited an Indian national named Nikhil Gupta to hire a hitman with advance payment to carry out the assassination in New York. It was also alleged that Gupta, who is involved in international narcotics and weapons trafficking with a past criminal record in Gujarat, was promised that the cases against him in Gujarat will be dropped at the behest of the Indian intelligence official in order to facilitate this contract killing. The matter of the US investigating an alleged Indian plot against Pannun was brought to light in a Financial Times report last week. This also comes months after Canada alleged it was looking into credible evidence of a potential link between the killing of Sikh separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar in British Columbia and Indian agents. The unsealing of the indictment also comes soon after MEA said that a high-level committee had been constituted on 18th of November to look into the relevant aspects of the case. But what all has this indictment revealed? I will try and break down in this video. US prosecutors have claimed that following the directions of the government official, Nikhil Gupta started looking out for people to carry out the task of eliminating Pannun. Gupta allegedly contacted an individual whom he believed to be a criminal, but who in fact was a confidential source working with the US law enforcement for assistance in this assassination plot. Gupta allegedly asked the criminal, referred to as CS in the indictment, to put him in touch with a hitman who would be given a contract to kill Pannun. According to the indictment, this criminal then introduces Gupta to a purported hitman, who in fact was an undercover US law enforcement officer saying that he would carry out the killing. The indictment says that after Gupta makes this team of two people, the government official sitting in India is subsequently conveyed and a deal to pay $100,000 to the hitman for Pannun's murder is struck. The indictment also alleges that Gupta arranged for an associate to deliver $15,000 in cash to the hitman in Manhattan, New York, as an advance payment for the murder, a photo of which has also been released by the authorities. Further, the indictment also lists specific dates and conversations between the senior officer in India, Nikhil Gupta, the criminal and the hitman, discussing how and when to carry out Pannun's assassination. On various occasions, the indictment mentions that the senior officer provided Gupta with personal information about Pannun, including his New York address, phone numbers, and details of his day-to-day conduct, which Gupta then passed on to the alleged criminal. Beginning in about early May 2023, in a series of telephonic and electronic communications between the officer and Gupta over encrypted applications, the officer has asked Gupta to arrange for the murder of Pannun. The indictment also mentions a conversation of 6th May 2023 in which the senior officer wrote to Gupta saying that he had a target in New York and another target in California, to which Gupta replied, "We will hit all our targets." The indictment also mentions that as the men plotted, Gupta specifically and repeatedly instructed the criminal, who is CS, not to carry out the assassination during anticipated engagements between high-level government officials from the United States and India. For example, on or about 6th of June 2023, on an audio call, Gupta instructed CS, who's the criminal, that we need to calm down everything for 10 days because of such engagements scheduled to occur over the weeks. However, after Nijjar's murder on 19 June, the process was expedited. It is alleged that on or about June 19, 2023, the day after Nijjar was murdered, Gupta told that the criminal Nijjar was also the target and we have so many targets. The criminal was also allegedly conveyed that since Nijjar has been killed, there is no need to wait to proceed with killing of Pannun. The charges were made in an indictment unsealed Wednesday before a New York District Court for the Southern District. Gupta was arrested by Czech authorities on 30th June after he travelled there earlier on the basis of an extradition treaty between the US and Czech Republic. The US Attorney of the Southern District Court of New York, Damon Williams, said, and I quote, Gupta conspired from India to assassinate a US citizen of Indian origin who has publicly advocated the establishment of a sovereign state for Sikhs. He said, and again I quote, we will not tolerate efforts to assassinate US citizens on US soil and stand ready to investigate, thwart and prosecute anyone who seeks to harm and silence Americans here or abroad. So what happens next? While commenting on the indictment, the Ministry of External Affairs Thursday said that this issue is a matter of concern and contrary to the Indian government's policy. Earlier, MEA had also said that India has set up high-level inquiry committee on 18 November to probe all relevant aspects of the matter. In a briefing Thursday, MEA spokesperson Arindam Bagchi said that during the course of discussions with the US on bilateral security cooperation, the US side shared some inputs pertaining to a nexus between the organized criminals, gun runners, terrorists, and extremists. He said that India takes such inputs seriously and a high-level inquiry committee has been constituted to look into all aspects of this matter. This is a developing story, so please stay tuned to The Print. Thank you for watching.